What's up, everyone? It is Jason Jani. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to offer you a couple tips and some secret sauce on how you can use one of these to rock your next party. Using one of these things takes time, and I want to share with you in this video some key tips that I give my team here at SCE and DJs that I work with that are coming up in the industry so that they get the most out of one of these things at their events. I'll be honest with you, using a microphone is not something that always came very easy to me. I remember when I first started working in the club world or the bar world, having to make announcements gave me so much anxiety. I would literally be shaking as I was making announcements, and those announcements were probably pretty terrible, but they got me through, and over time, the feeling, the nerves, the anxiety slowly started to die down as I continued to learn how to use a microphone. This is a skill that I think every DJ should have basic knowledge of knowing about, and of course being able to use at events. I think it's super important because using a microphone can truly differentiate you from anyone that's not comfortable using a microphone. And if you're a DJ looking to excel in the private event industry, this is a tool you're going to need to use because it's assumed you know how to use it. So let me get into the tips, some things that I can share with you that I've learned over time based on my experience crushing parties for well over 15 years. First and foremost, being natural and using a microphone and feeling comfortable doesn't magically happen. And if it does for you, that's a beautiful thing. If you're nervous, if you have anxiety, my advice to you is to practice using a microphone. Write out simple scripts and actually read those scripts on a live microphone with a sound system, even if it's in your garage or in your house. It'll help you overcome some of the initial nerves that are associated with using a microphone for a lot of people. The key here is to practice and put in the time so that when you use a microphone in the future, you start to become more comfortable. Practice with mic work is everything, and it really does matter. So the first tip is simple. Put the time in and practice using the mic on a live system whenever you can. Tip number 2 is how you hold the mic. Now, you don't have to technically hold a mic like this, but what I will say, especially for people that are newer to the industry, which I see all the time, is a lot of people cup the top of a microphone, and you're not a hip-hop star, you're an MC, you're a DJ, and if you are cupping the microphone and screaming into the microphone, you are actually condensing the diaphragm in the mic head, and your voice will be distorted and will not come off clear, and it will be hard to understand on the receiving side of the speakers. People in front of you might have difficulty understanding exactly what you're saying. So my advice is don't cup the microphone. Move your hand down and actually speak directly into the microphone however you want, but do not cup the microphone. It's probably the most common thing that I see so many DJs doing in the clubs and even at events, and it boggles my mind that they are not aware of how shitty it sounds on the speaker side and the guest side, the people that are crushing it on the dance floor side of the sound. Do not cup your microphone and speak directly into the microphone. However you feel most natural, holding it is totally cool, but do not cup the top. That's tip number 2. Number 3, try to say less and be direct. Think about what you're trying to achieve. Think about what you're trying to tell people to do, and try to come up with ways of communicating this with the least amount of words as possible. Try not to embellish what you're saying. Try not to add unneeded descriptives into what you are saying. Try to be as direct as possible, and that will be appreciated by the people that are actually receiving whatever you are saying. Number 4 is make sure that your mic volume is just a tad louder than your music volume, or make sure that you duck the sound on the music when you are speaking on the mic. Reduce the sound of the line that's actually playing whatever it is that's going on while you're speaking on the mic, and then come up shortly after. Make sure you do it nice and smooth so it doesn't sound jerky. But the point is to make your mic volume sit on top of the music. Try not to speak on the mic over top of wording or a chorus of a song where there's a lot going on. I think it's the most effective when you get on the microphone in between vocals or chorus or any parts of a song that are super busy, because it will be easier for the people that are in the crowd or at the event to understand exactly what you are saying. Make sure you bring the volume down, make sure you speak in a not busy part of the song, and make sure that your voice actually is on top of the music. This is a big tip that I see so many people drop the ball on, and I promise if you put this into play, it will be appreciated by the people that are in front of you at your events. The next tip is about frequencies, and I think it's super important that every time you set up your gear in a new location that you rescan the signals of your microphone. Depending on which microphones you're using and depending on the brand, there are different ways to do this. I think it's super important that you check out that you don't have any conflicting frequencies going on with your microphones before you start playing at the party or at the club or at the place that you are rocking at, because there is nothing more jarring than when you start making an announcement and you start getting interference from another party in another room or another microphone system that might be existing in that location. And if you have interference, especially if you are trying to give directions, it could throw you off, it could throw off the guests, and it just sounds unprofessional. So do your part to rescan your system every time you get into a room, and I promise it'll set you up for success and also keep you on track to not get derailed by something that you could avoid before your event starts. And my final tip on rocking a mic at parties is really simple. It's about being authentic to who you are, your brand, your company, your image, and try to avoid using the douchey DJ strip club style voice. You're not Bruce Buffer at the UFC. You are a DJ rocking a private event, and I think it is super important that you speak clearly, you speak with authority, you think through what you are saying. You've already practiced how you're going to deliver your raps. But I think it is super important that you are authentic to you. And most of all, try not to snap into a douchey DJ persona when you get on the microphone. I think if you stay true to who you are, your brand, your image, and just everything that you have going on, you will be uniquely you. And if you snap into a douchey DJ-like voice, sometimes that almost discredits you and can hurt your image. So my tip here is stay true to yourself, stay true to what feels comfortable to you, and try not to pretend or be something that you're not. I think it'll look good on you, it'll look good on your company, and I think your guests will appreciate it more than you will ever know. Lose the douchey DJ voice, stay true to who you are, deliver whatever you want in a concise way with authentic authority, and have fun while you're at it. Make sure that you're smiling when you're on the mic and just let loose and try to do your part to do the work needed to rock the party with a mic. My name is Jason Jani. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got another video for you on deck right over here. Make sure you tap into it and check it out. And if you are new to the channel, be sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. I appreciate you sticking with me to the end. Be on the lookout for more videos just like this coming to this channel in days, weeks, and months ahead.